Is it better with a jacket or without the jacket? I like the jacket. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Writing History with me, Eve Azar. Sleeves. Today we are standing. So, today I'd like us to talk about productivity and health. Let's talk. Yeah, the past month of October, I've been doing a lot of reflection and just thinking about how I want my life to be ahead. I really, really want to have a good 2026. In fact, I would even say, I'm just tired of 2025. I've already crossed over to 2026, but I'm going ahead of myself. Oh my God. People are shouting outside, so I hope you can't without the jacket. How do you plan your year? How do you think about your year? That is the question that I have been thinking and pondering upon this past few weeks. Let's just say the whole of October. I have been trying to find out why am I struggling to experience success, yet this was not a struggle when I was a student and a pupil, primary school things. And I've just been thinking, well, maybe it's time I really, really took time to come up with a productivity system that works for me. I thought I had come up with one, but I think I need to go back to the drawing board, just revise. And yeah, that's the conversation today. I was reflecting on how time was when I was a student. And I noticed when we were in school, our time was divided into semesters. We used to live life 4 months at a time. And then, so in primary, the dynamic was we would go to school for 3 months, then have 1 month as a holiday. And then in campus, we would go to school for 4 months, rest for a week, school for another 4 months, then go for a 4 month holiday. And well, it wasn't exactly a holiday, but looking for internships. And the requirement was to have your internship for at least 8 weeks. That's 2 months. So you could decide what else to do with the remaining 2 months of that long holiday. After I finished school, I was given a whole 12 months to myself, and I was told, welcome to the world where people think in 12 months. And I think that is the reason why I have, not the only reason, but one of the main reasons why I have been facing a big challenge in achieving much. I'm tempted to say anything, but I think I have achieved a few things here and there. So the reason I've had this struggle, maybe it could be that, and many other things, and that's why I'm reflecting. Last year, December, I remember I decided to become intentional again. I've always been intentional, but 2024 I just coasted through the year. Then come December, I was really tired of that kind of lifestyle, and I decided, let me try productivity hacks one more time. So I decided, let me try the semester method. And I went through something early in the year that threw me off. So I didn't even get to the 4 month mark in terms of productivity, but observation, that one I kept observing. Let me just leave 4 months and see how that goes. And after the 4 months, I felt like, I noticed it felt long and I wasted a lot of time in there. So I decided, let me try this other one that has been suggested by a writer called Brian P. Moran. I hope I've not butchered his name. He's written a book called The 12-Week Year. I've never been able to finish reading it, and it's because it's written more for business-minded people more than the common mwananchi, as we would say here in Kenya. But I've watched videos of people who've read the book and have been able to break it down to the rest of us. And basically, the concept is instead of living a 12-month year or setting goals for a 12-month year, how about you set for a 12-week year? So you divide your year basically into 4. And the year is not really 12 weeks, it's usually actually 13 weeks because you will do your goal setting for 12 weeks. Then for 1 week, you reflect, maybe take a break, rest, and then plan for the next week. So it's basically 13, 13, 13. And I think it's an amazing concept, if only it could work. Yeah, but yeah, so basically that's it. Now, the challenge with now having this concept is how do I want to to demarcate my ears. And one thing I knew for sure as of last year, December, is that I don't want to start my year in January. And I'm going to explain why. So, number one, we have November. As soon as we enter November, for me, Christmas carols are just playing in my mind. Like, there's this spirit of Christmas that just exists. Yes, I'm able to still, be productive and all that at work, but not on a personal level. Then we have December, of course. Now the Christmas spirit is in and in and in. And then January, we are trying to wear off from the Christmas period. And there's also the year fasting, and you want to hear God more, refine on your goals and all that. So, like, one thing I remember, I really, really hoped that I will be able to group November, December, and January as their own quarter. So I don't know whether I have started 2026 or I am finishing 2025 in this case, because I have January there. But the beauty of celebrating Jewish feasts. In October, we celebrated the feast Rosh Hashanah, which is the Jewish New Year. So rightfully, I could say I am starting a new, like entering the year. It's 57, 86, something like that. So I feel like that breakdown it really works. It works even best for people who operate in semesters, because at least now you can have a semester that starts in October, November, December. Then in January, you start another one. Whatever works for you. But basically, these are just my thoughts on this thing about how to divide your year. So, that being said, now I say that I am starting a new quarter, and I'd also say I'm starting a new year, because the year 2025 did not turn out the way I hoped it would, but it wasn't that bad. I experienced a lot of good, and I was more awake in the learning compared to 2024. I still feel bad that it turned out to be another year of learning instead of progressing. But someone said, if the only thing you did today is stay alive, then you achieved something. So yeah, I'm really happy. But I've been able to, one thing I can say, in the month of October, when I just took that time to reflect and hear God, and just asking God to help me experience clarity, I feel like I want a fresh start. The past 2 weeks, I have been doing this activity on my stories. That's the meta stories, where I was just speaking about a program by Forever Living Products called the C9 program. And I was also sharing like weight loss tips and a few health tips here and there. And at first, it was just like from the innocence and excitement of observing my friends do the C9 program. And I just wanted to, jump on that wave and experience it with them. And I had planned to do my Detox and C9 program next year, maybe towards my birthday. But something interesting happened. I have been taking medication for 18 months straight, and it's like my body has been now experiencing the side effects of that for the past more than 3 weeks, actually. And at first, I just thought, it's just fatigue, it's this. And I kept giving all these excuses. And I was going to pick some more medication. I opened up to the pharmacist, and the pharmacist mentioned something called a metabolic load. And this is where your liver is just livering. And so, that being said, you've probably seen this bottle in the internet. This is the Forever Aloe Vera drinking gel. I love the way they use the word gel, because there's a company, a Kenyan company, that used to do the same, but theirs was juice. This is gel, like, yeah. And what's the difference between it and other aloe veras? It's the vegetable species of aloe vera, and that's the reason why it has the ability to give you a proper detox. Now, I have decided, I've already shared this with some people in my stories, that on 8th November or 10th, depending on, the group that I will be able to assemble, what date we agree on, that I will be starting a 9-day detox journey. If you look at the C9 program, there are other ingredients you need other than the aloe vera drinking gel. But I I will just go with the aloe vera because at the moment that's what my budget allows me, and also because now this has become like sort of urgent, and I don't want to overthink it. I already know what to do. I have used this before. I have several bottles of this. The only problem I've noticed is that I have been taking a detox drink, but I've not exactly been giving my body a detox. And so this time round, I intend to actually do a detox the way it should be done, which is you change up your eating a little bit. That is, you pause for the 9 days, you avoid introducing new toxins into your body. Of course, we can't avoid pesticides, all that, but it's where you just do your best. You are not eating anything that has gone through a factory. Tomato sauce, wow, ingine imetoka ni fiesta. Those things, I will not be putting them in my body for 9 days. I will be more intentional about exercise, moving more, drinking more water for 9 days, and just give my liver the refreshing that it's craving for, so that I may be able to experience the healing that I am pursuing or the medication is supposed to be giving me, that at the moment it's not been giving me. And yeah, I know some of you are curious. Yeah, Yvonne, can you've been sick all this time and you didn't tell us? I didn't have a trumpet. I could have sounded it. Yeah, so I didn't announce it. I didn't see the need to. When the testimony is ready, I will talk about that very sad phase of my life and the ups and downs I have gone through, the diagnosis and misdiagnoses. What am I saying? Yes. So for now, if you feel like you want to join the challenge, I will be creating a WhatsApp group. The only thing you require is minimum 1 bottle of this, maximum the C9 program, medium either 2 bottles of this or a bottle of this. I forgot to come with Light Ultra, but I'll put a photo if I edit this video. Yeah, a packet of Forever Light Ultra, which is a protein that is very good and essential for this detox. Now, how will I know my system has experienced a detox? Oh yeah, so once you get the bottle, I will give you a printout of the other things that you'll need. I'll basically guide you in terms of the meals, what kind of meals you'll be preparing during the 9 days. Yeah. So one of the things I want to do, I love challenges. So I would want to prove, is it possible to use just 1 bottle of aloe vera drinking gel alongside other lifestyle changes and move from this to yeah something else. So I know I don't have, I usually I'm slender, so people don't think I have fat people problems, but this is my favorite dress to wear anytime I'm invited somewhere where I don't want people to see my fat people problems. I wear this dress. This dress is amazing at hiding. Like, already this decor over here is what you're going to concentrate on. You're going to concentrate on the pleats. You'll think about other things, but actually, I don't know whether the camera will show this, but I have like this layer of fat even on my knees. That's there's a camera over there, but yeah. So I have those issues. So if that shrinks, I think this aloe vera drink is going to be queen right next to C9 program, because the C9 program is already king. Yeah, where detox and weight loss is concerned. So yeah, if you feel like you want to reset the year and start the year with a fresh body, you want to start strong, you want to start, but you feel like your body is going to let you down, which is what has been happening to me for the past few years. Like every time I want to start, there's something happening in the body. And every time when I make the detox drinks, I don't do a detox, I only drink them. So this time I really want to see if I can discipline myself for 9 days and do a detox the way it's supposed to be done. And yeah, so if you want to join me, I will put my details somewhere in the video or in the description box. Reach out to me, and let's have a more productive year, and happy last quarter of 2025, or happy first quarter of the year 5786. I hope I've gotten it correctly, but anyway, happy first quarter of the new Jewish year. And with that, I guess see you in the next video. Be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, share it with someone. Let me know in the comments what you might want to hear next, any questions you may have, any amazing thoughts that you may have regarding this video. 786. I hope I've gotten it correctly. I have a feeling it's 87. But anyway, happy first quarter of that is mastery over time. I'm not talking about chronos, kairos, and all those other definitions of time. I'm just talking about January to December. So I was just thinking about January to December. Oh my god, people